This conference
Zeros
will
and one
now be
means
recorded.
binary bits. So how many types of translators we are having? Three types. What are they? What is compiler? Interpreter will check line by line. Then what is compiler? Single statement means interpreter. That means you people are not at all studying. Huh? You people are coming to here and you people are just coming to the class and you are listening, but you are not at all focusing. Right? Am I right? Huh? If you are not studying, what can I do? Anyway, I need to complete the syllabus. Now I will complete the syllabus. After that, if you're not getting the job, don't blame us. Blame yourself. That you people are not learning the subject now what I am teaching every day. So again, tomorrow I will ask you the yesterday's class and today's class in tomorrow's class. Understood or not? And tomorrow already I said you that 9 to 10 class will be there and 11 to 12 also class will be there tomorrow Friday. Okay, 2 hours class will be there. So yesterday only I have intimated. Okay, so now I would like to take here introduction to Python. Introduction to Python. Okay, so let us see here. So in introduction to Python, first point. So let us see here. What is the first point we need to discuss here? So it is an high level language. What we are going to call it as an it is an what we are going to call it as an high level language. So what is the meaning of high level language? It should support GUI application. What is GUI? Graphical user interface. What we are going to call it as an graphical user interface and internet applications. What we are going to call it as an internet applications. So this is nothing but what we are going to call it as an it is an high level languages. Okay now, GUI means graphical user interface. In backend if you are writing anything, front end it was displaying some graphical view. Now see, your laptop is displaying like a graphical view, your mobile phones are working like a graphical view, but did you see anywhere coding? We never see the coding. Okay now, so that is the reason it is an high level language which support GUI and internet applications. By using Python you are developing what you are developing? What you are developing? GUI and internet. Internet means web applications. Which applications? Web application. By using Python you are developing web applications. Now second point, it is an interpreted language. What we are going to call it as an interpreted language. Line by line checking will be taken place. Already yesterday only we have discussed about this point. Next, it is an scripting language. This point also yesterday I have discussed. So Python is not a programming language. It is a programming language, but it is not an object oriented programming. It is an scripting language. Scripting language will contain only runtime. First listen to me, I will give you the time, then you will write down. So it does not contain any runtime. It will contain only, sorry, it does not contain compile time. It will contain only runtime. Okay now, so why? Because here you will have some predefined methods. You will be executed that methods at runtime, not at compile time. Okay, so next point. So let us see here. It was developed by who developed this programming language? Guido van Rossum. Who developed this? Guido van Rossum in late, in which time they have developed? 1980s and 1990s. Okay, but it was officially it was officially released into the market in the year 1991. When it was officially see, it was developed in 1980s and 1990s only, but officially released into the market. In market, we know that it was released in 1991. Okay. Yet, okay, at which organization it was developed? National Research Institute for Mathematics and Computer Science. Mathematics and computer science. This is the organization where you have developed this programming language. In which country it was developed? In which country? Netherlands. In which country you have developed? Netherlands. So who implemented this programming language? Guido van Rossum. Okay. In which year it was released into the market? 1991. In which organization? National Research Institute for Mathematics and Computer Science. In which country it was developed? Netherlands. So next point, the Python is derived from is derived from many other languages like which languages they have used? C++, and they have taken Algol 68. This is one language, and you are having modular 3 and scripting languages. It was taken a support from scripting languages, Linux, so on, etc. So on, etc. Now you people know how Python programming language is derived by using other programming languages. Now you have to know how Python word is derived. Understood or not? You have to know how Python word is derived. So see here, the Python name is derived from old BBC comedy series. Old BBC comedy series. So that is, what is the series name? What is the series name? Monty Python Flying Monty Python Flying series. This is the series. So most of the people can think that on textbook names you will have some Python symbol. So they have taken some snake name and they have kept our programming language as Python. But that is wrong. Okay, when this Guido van Rossum person has implemented this programming language, okay, so he was thinking what is the name to keep our programming language. Okay, then he got one newspaper. At that time they are not having any television to watch anything, so they will have news papers. In newspapers, one old BBC comedy series will be written in the newspapers. So then that BBC series name is nothing but Monty Python Flying series. That Python word is kept as our programming language, but there is no specific meaning for Python. Okay, na? Understood? Now tell me, it is an high level language. It is an interpreted language. It is an scripting language. Who developed this language? Guido van Rossum. In which year it was released into the market? 1991. In which organization? National Research Institute for Mathematics and Computer Science. In which country? Netherlands. Okay. How Python programming language is derived from other languages? C++, Algol 68, Modular 3, Linux and scripting languages. What is the next point? Python word. How Python word is derived? So it is derived from old BBC comedy series. So that is nothing but Monty Python Flying series. Okay, na? So write down. This is the introduction for your Python. And you have to remember two more points. See here, it is an system independent language. Independent language. So what is the meaning of independent language? It supports all types of all types of operating systems such as Linux, Unix, Ubuntu. Okay, next, Mac OS. It has to support Windows. It has to support iOS. Any operating system it has to support. And any processor, any any processor means that may be i3 processor, that may be i5 processor, that may be i7 processor. Any processor it has to support. Then only you can call it as an system independent language. And it is an event driven language. What we are going to call it as an event driven language. So what is the meaning of event driven language? What is the meaning of event driven language? See, you are giving username, you are giving password. When you are clicking on submit button, it was performing some action or not. So that is the reason you are calling this programming language as an event driven language. Okay, na? Write down. Introduction to Python. Which one? I told you now only na username password submit login successfully or login is not successfully done, or username is wrong, password is wrong, it was giving some message or not, message box, that is nothing but an event. If you are clicking on anything, it was performing some action. You are opening your WhatsApp, you are doing some action is nothing but an event. Scripting means there is no compile time, it will have only runtime to execute the programs. In C language, if you want to execute anything, it will have compile time and runtime. But when coming to the scripting languages, there is no compile time, we will have only runtime. Completed everyone? Yeah. Up to which point you have completed? First 3 points completed? Last points, write down. It is an event driven language and it is an system independent language. System independent language means what? It should support all types of operating systems and all types of processors. In brackets, if you want, you can write down. Otherwise, no need. Everybody, did you downloaded the software in your system or not? Today you have to download. Already you have, then no problem. The people who are not downloaded, please download it by today. Yesterday I show you now how to download the software, so you can download. Can I scroll it, everyone? Can I scroll it? Okay. Write down. So next we will discuss features of Python. Keep a side heading, features of Python. So if you are learning any programming language means you will have some features. Okay, now we will discuss one by one. Features of Python. Okay, so see here, let us see here features of Python. Okay, so what is the first feature? Easy to use. In any programming language, the first feature is easy to use. But when compared to Java, this .NET, here the coding is little bit easy. So that is the reason we any kind of person, the person who is coming from non-IT background also, they can easily understand this programming language. Why? Because in Java and .NET, if you're writing 50 lines of code, here you can write down 10 lines of code. So that is the reason you're calling it as an easy to use. Next one, expressive language. Expressive language. So if you learn this programming language, if you want to explain to another person, so you can easily express that language. Why? Because some concept, predefined methods, some module, how to apply it. Am I right or wrong? So you can easily express to the another person. Okay. Next one, you people already know interpreted language. What we are going to call it as an interpreted language. So next one, what we are going to call it as an cross platform language. What you are calling it as an cross platform language. So what is the meaning of cross platform language? Now only I told you. It support all types of operating systems and processors. So that is the reason you are calling it as an cross platform language. So next one, it is an open source software. What we are going to call it as an open source software. So you are taking any license to download the software? No. So directly you are going to Google and you are downloading this software. So that is the reason open source. Next, you are having large standard large standard library. So what is the meaning of large standard library? I will discuss this point later, but you have to remember it contains large standard library and supports GUI programming. What it supports? GUI programming. Here we can use a concept called Kinter module to implement your GUI programming. Okay, so next point, supports object oriented programming. What it supports? Object oriented programming. So what are the object oriented programming concepts you are having here? Classes and objects, classes and objects, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, inheritance, and polymorphism. Okay, na? So this is all about your object oriented. See, most of the people can think that message passing or also come under dynamic binding, also come under object oriented programming, but it will not come under. We will have only 5 features, so that is nothing but classes and objects, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. These are the 5 concepts of which are present in object oriented programming. Okay, now all the features you know, right? Now I have left with one point: large standard library. See, in C language, first we will consider C language. In C language, you can call them as header files. What you are going to call it as an header files. How the header files will be present in C language? Hash include stdio.h. So next one, hash include, you need to take here con uh, conio.h. Next, hash include math.h. This is the format you will have header files in your C language. In Java language, you can call it as a packages. You can call it as an packages. How the packages will be there? Import java.io.star, and so here import is a keyword always represented with small letters, and in the same way you need to take here import java.lang.star package. Okay, and import java.awt.star package. Okay, so this is the way you can represent packages in your Java. Now in Python, okay, in Python language, how you can define your modules? In Python language, how we can define an modules? Large standard library means modules. Understood or not? So what you are going to give here? Import math. Okay, what you are going to give here? Import math. And in the same way, import C math. Import C math. Import time. Okay, import numpy. Okay, and in the same way, what you are going to give here? Import pandas. So like that you are having n number of libraries, so that you are going to call it as an large standard library. Modules are nothing but large standard library. Right down. Online, everyone understood? Online, everyone understood or not? Please unmute it and tell to me. Can I scroll it? Can I scroll it? Completed, Amma? Everyone, did you complete it or not? See, when you are learning anything, you have to know each and every word meaning. Understood or not? In interviews, they will ask you everything. Why we are using this? What is the meaning of this? So you have to be clarity of each and every point. Okay. Completed. Completed, everyone. So next, Python applications. Keep a side heading, Python applications. So by using how many types of applications we can develop? First one is nothing but console-based applications. What we are going to develop here? Console-based applications. If you want to develop console-based application, we have to use IPython. What we are going to use here? IPython. So second one is nothing but audio and video based applications. What we are going to develop here? Audio and video based applications. For this, what are the softwares we can use? Tim Player. What we are going to use here? Tim Player, or either we can use C Player. Okay. So Python is used to develop mechanical applications also. So that is nothing but 3D CAD applications. What we are going to develop here? 3D CAD applications. Examples. Which is softwares you have to implement it to develop your 3D CAD applications. So that is nothing but Fandango. Which technology we can use? Fandango. Next, fourth one, we can develop web applications. To develop web applications, which softwares we have to use? Either PyCharm you can use, or you can use Poco, and we can use Python blog software. What we can use? Python blog software. So next, fifth one we have to use. So what is the fifth one we can use here? Enterprise. Enterprise applications. What we are going to use here? Enterprise applications. So to develop enterprise applications, what are the technologies we can use? Open ERP technology, and we can use Triton, and we can use Picalo. What we can use? Picalo. Next is sixth one. Application for images. What we can develop? Application for images. Okay. So which is software we have to use? VPython. Which software we have to use here? VPython. And we have to use Go. And we have to use here ImageSeek. So these are the technologies which are used to develop different types of applications. Okay, write down Python applications. How many applications we can develop? Console based, audio and video, 3D CAD, next web applications, next what we are discussing, enterprise applications and image applications. These are the different types of applications which are developed by using Python programming language.
Python template and all that, are they libraries or are they different tools?
Different tools to execute your applications.
So,
See how you are having Anaconda, IDLE, Visual Basic. So for to develop different types of applications, these are the different types of IDLEs where we are developing applications. Completed, Amma? Everyone, boys. Shall I scroll it? Completed? Completed, everyone? Everyone, did you complete it or not? Interview question. Interview question. So, what is the difference between Java and Python programming languages? So let us see here what are the main differences you are having. So one side you can kept as an Java, another side you can keep it as an Python. So coming to Java, it is fast and secure general purpose general purpose programming language. General purpose programming language. When coming to Python, a readable readable, comma, efficient and powerful, what we are going to call it as an powerful high level programming language. Powerful high level programming language. So next, it is statically typed, and it is dynamically typed. What you are calling it as an dynamically typed. I will tell you the meaning. First, let me complete the difference between Java and Python. Then I will discuss what is statically typed and what is dynamically typed. Okay. So next point, longer lines of code. Longer lines of code when compared to Python. When compared to Python. Okay, but coming to here, you need to take here shorter lines of code when compared to Java. When compared to Java. So next, most popular, most popular and widely used databases. Widely used databases. And coming to here, access layers. Access layers are weaker than Java Java JDBC. See here, when coming to Java, it can support different types of databases: SQL, PLSQL, MySQL, MongoDB, any kind of database it will support. But coming to the Python, either it can support MySQL or it will support SQL 3. Very less databases will be supported by using Python. So that is the reason access layers are very weak in Python, but it is most popular and widely used databases in Java. That is the another point. And next, popular for popular for mobile and mobile and web applications. Mobile and web applications. So by using Java, you can develop mobile and web applications. Coming to here, popular for data science. What we are going to take here? Data science. You need to take here machine learning, and you need to take here AI, and you need to take here IoT. What you are going to take here? IoT. So to develop machine learning, data science, artificial intelligence, and internet of things, these are the different types of applications which are developed by using Python programming. So next, it is compiled language. It is a compiled language, but here it is interpreted language. It is an interpreted language, and it is an object oriented language. And coming to Python, it is an scripting language. What we are going to call it as an scripting language. So these are the main differences between your Java and Python. Completed or not? Still some people are typing. Not completed. Completed. So now I am going to paint here. Why? Because I told you, na, I will tell you what is the meaning of scripting language, sorry, statically typed and dynamically typed. First, we will see how we can write down the code in statically typed. Statically typed. See, in Java, if you are writing any code, first of all, you are giving class some demo and you are defining some main method. Public static void main of, you are writing here string args. Okay. So next, if you are defining any variables, you are defining int a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, and c value. You are giving c is equal to a plus b value. Now if you are printing anything, system dot out dot print ln of, you are going to print here c value. So now closing braces and closing braces. So whenever you are defining any variables with particular data type and you are checking at compile time, statically means compile time, dynamically means runtime. Understood or not? So then first what it will check, the compiler will check whether you have assigned these variables with the particular data type or not. So that is nothing but statically typed. What you are calling it as an statically typed. When coming to the dynamically typed, see here, when coming to dynamically typed, what will be happen? When coming to dynamically typed. Okay, so when I am dynamically typing in Python, see, I was not defining any data type. A is equal to 10 I am giving, again I was giving b is equal to some 20, again I am giving c is equal to a plus b. This is one way, or directly you can give 12 plus 22. Okay, so directly you can give. So what is the output you will get? 34. What is the output you will get? 34. See, did I define any data types here? Did I define any data types? Did I use any system.out.println? But here you can give println when you are printing C value. Print of C value. Did I compile the program? No. Directly it was executing. For suppose C, I was taking here ideally. If I am executing anything here, A is equal to 10. So B is equal to 20. C is equal to, I was giving here A plus B. So if you are giving here print of C, it was printing or not? So did I compile? Did I compile the program? At runtime only it was executing or not? So there is no need of compile time when we are working with the scripting languages. Okay, na? But in Java, if you are writing anything, any program means, first of all, you need to compile the program. That compiler will check whether the errors are there in the program or not. If there are no errors, then we will execute the program. But in Python, did we doing like that? We are not doing like that. So that is the reason Python is an dynamically typed, but Java is an statically typed. So that is the meaning of dynamically typed and statically typed. Okay, so now write down what is the meaning of. You can keep it like a note point, and now you can write down. What is the time? 10 minutes is there. Everybody understood or not? Clear? Completed everyone? Completed, guys. Did you completed? Next interview question. Same question. This is the question what we have discussed now. Same question. Interview question. So see here, what is the difference between statically typed, what is the difference between statically typed and dynamically typed languages? Dynamically typed languages. So we can see point by point what is the main difference between statically typed and dynamically typed. So one side you can write down statically typed language, and one side you can write down dynamically typed language. Okay, so now write down here. Here first point, type checking type checking is completed at compile time. At compile time. Already I told you or not? When you are writing any program in Java, C, C++, first of all, it will be checked at compile time. That point already I told you or not? Now, type checking here. Type checking is completed during which time? Run time. Very good. So next I would like to take here explicit type declarations or usually required when coming to here explicit declarations are not required. What is the meaning of explicit declarations? Data types. That is nothing but if you are defining any variable in Java, you have to mention what type of data it is. But in Python, no need. Okay. That is the second point. Next, errors are detected earlier. Errors are detected earlier. Here, type errors type errors are detected later during execution time. During execution time, this point also we have discussed in Java. First you need to check the errors, then you will execute the program. But in Python, runtime only it will check the errors, runtime only it will execute the program. So next one, variable arguments, variable assignments you can give. Variable assignments or static. Variables assignments are static and cannot be changed. Once you are defining particular variable as int or float, then that variables will be int or float for throughout the program. We can't change it. Okay. But coming to here, variable assignments are dynamic and can be altered. That means, see, now I am giving a variable as 10. Next time I was giving a variable as some 12.25. Every time the variable is changing or not, variable value is changing or not, and in the same variable you are passing a different type of data. That is the another difference. And next point, produces more optimized code. More optimized code. Coming to here, produces less optimized code. Code will be very less. Okay. Runtime errors are possible. Runtime errors are possible. Okay, na? So like this, you are going to differentiate between statically typed and dynamically typed. Okay. For today, this is enough. Okay, na? While coming on tomorrow, we can see what is the difference between scripting language and programming language. After that, we will discuss about Python tokens tomorrow. Okay, na? We will see some real-time examples for Python, and we can see what is the difference between programming languages and scripting languages. Then we will discuss about Python tokens. What we will discuss? Python tokens. So tomorrow, how many hours? 2 hours. How many hours class will be there? 2 hours. 9 to 10 and 11 to 12. Why? Because Saturday is not there in a class. So instead of Saturday, I will cover the syllabus in Friday class. Maximum Monday also I can take 2 hours class. Okay, na? Whenever I will get free time, you will have 2 hours class. That is mandatory. We'll cover our syllabus as early as possible. Completed, Amma. You may leave. Scroll up. Where? You understand today class, na? Tomorrow also you should be here at 9 o'clock. చెప్పాను కదా ప్యాకేజెస్ ని పైథాన్ లో మాడ్యూల్స్ అంటారు. ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లాంగ్వేజ్ మారే కొలది ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్ విల్ బి చేంజ్డ్. 10 to 11 for some people, other class is there. That is the reason. People should not be disturbed, na? They are learning multiple technologies. They are going to another class. What can I do? I can't do anything. Tomorrow you can attend in online. You 9 to 10 you will come, na? 11 to 12 you can attend online. I will today link will be changed, so I will share it in the WhatsApp group. Then tomorrow you can attend with that link.
So, class in the evening as well if you're free, or you only be before and morning?
What?
If you're free, will the class will be there in the evening as well? Or?
No, evening I am having separate classes.
Okay, because after 12, even I have no classes. So, if before 12, I can come and attend all the classes.
Before 12 only you are having, na? 9 to 10, 11 to 12. 12 you can go. No problem. Why? Because if any other classes is there, then you have to discuss with the management. But Python, once the time is fixed, it is fixed. It never changed. చెప్పాను నిన్న వీడియోలో. వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్లో ఉంటే ఎవరినన్నా వీడియో సెండ్ చేయమను. సెండ్ అగైన్ ఎస్టర్డేస్ క్లాస్ వీడియో అంటే ఎవరైనా సెండ్ చేస్తారు. అప్పుడు నువ్వు యూ కెన్ డౌన్లోడ్ దట్ వీడియో. ఓకేనా?